Hello, my friends. Hello. How are we doing? Welcome back to Cubcamtv. It's very good to be back inside the building after what has been a ridiculously busy day of new releases. It's good to see so many of you joining the chat nice and early. I'm absolutely buzzing to be back inside the building. Do send us a signal. Let us know if you are locked in. Wow, there are so many people locked in already. Jesus. I'm kind of blown away by this. Right, let's have a little look. Out to KXVU in the chat nice and early. Emmy Styles joining us as well. Out to David, how are you, sir? Out to Sollywood Beats in here as well. Out to Ahmed. Out to Dominic Andrews, how are you, sir? It's been a while. Out to Afro Vibes blog in the chat as well. I've seen you commenting on a couple of videos. Big up you. Out to let me see if I can get this right. Isialua, I think that's right. Out to Oliapo as well. Gio, how are you doing? Loads of the regulars in the building. Kome's in here as well. How are we all doing? I'm very excited to be back inside the building. Throw a like on the video if you haven't already, my friends. You know how we do. We are going to be talking today a little bit about how ridiculous a release day it has been. I am blown away by how much music has been released, how many bangers are out there, and just to make sure this week I've made a big effort with the reactions to make sure that I've been writing them all down before we actually went live, just in case the chat kind of had a bit of an issue the last couple of weeks. The chat for some reason has kind of reset once we've started, and it's been a little bit bad. Yeah, hopefully you guys can I'm hoping we haven't missed any today, which is very exciting. Now we're going to get through hopefully 5 or 6, and then we are going to try and get into a numbers game for the final track of the day. So do be aware, what I'm going to do is suggest I'm going to get a random number typed out between 1 and 10. The first person to guess the number correctly will get the choice, and you will get one guess, basically. So do be aware of that one. If you are locked in, people, please make sure you are throwing a like on the video. That's the most important thing to kickstart off the day with, primarily because the more people that like the video, the more people will be able to see the video. That's how YouTube's algorithm works. The more likes a video gets quickly, the more it gets pushed to other people who haven't necessarily seen it yet, and the more it will get pushed up the timeline. Out to everyone joining us nice and early. Kome with 3 sad faces. What's wrong, Kome? Talk to me. Out to the suggestion, please react to Gimme Alade Africa featuring a Salty Soul. If we have time, you might have actually missed out this time. I cannot lie to you. Kome might have missed out, but you might get mod privileges. Who knows? Out to KXVU in the chat. How are you doing? Dominic Andrews with the cheers emoji. I'm going to cheers. I've got a bevy. As always, I'm heading out as soon as this stream finishes. It's almost like a catchphrase at this point. Out to Oliapo saying, oh my god, I came late. It's busy today. It's been really busy. Really exciting stuff. Saying your timing is bad for me. I am off hospital work today. Well done you for doing hospital work. That's something to genuinely take your hat off to. Take my hat off to. I'm not going to because I've got headphones on, but salute to you for doing good work. Gio saying today has been crazy. Today has been ridiculous. I've gone through and written down every sort of release so far that I've seen, and I'm sure I've missed a couple as well. Dominic Andrews saying, big up on supporting Afro Beats. Well, big up you for watching the channel. That's all I can say. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be able to sit here on YouTube and talk to you fabulous people about music that I very much enjoy. Koma saying, I came late. You did? It's unlike you, I've got to say. It's very unlike you. Right, should we get into some music? I think we should do. I think we should get into some bangers. That's what we're going to start off with today. I've got basically the list on a notepad document that I've also got all of the releases from today for. The list is ridiculous, I've got to say. But we are going to start off with KXVU suggestion, as always, in the chat nice and early. How are we all feeling, people? Are we all good? Are we all looking forward to a good weekend? Are we all looking forward to an enjoyable couple of days away from work? Talk to me, people. Let me know what's going on. What are you doing for the weekend? I'm actually going to a very swanky bar after this, dressed as I normally dress, which is going to be very funny. I actually had to ring up the bar beforehand to make sure there wasn't a dress code, because I refuse to go somewhere where there's a dress code and I can't dress the way I like to dress. Really annoys me that, but that's what's going on after this for me. Let me know what your weekend plans are as we load up this one. There we go. It's all kicking off, people. It's all kicking off. Let's get this one ready. Adverts all over the gaff. Is that? I thought that was the EastEnders theme tune in the background there. Right then, we're going to jump into this one first. KXVU. Talk to me about this tune. This is Cess featuring Teni. Okay, cool. Very excited to get into this one. As always, when you are putting suggestions in, be aware I may ask you for some information about the tune. I'm here to learn at the end of the day. That's kind of why I'm here to do these streams. We find so many bangers on these streams. What I can confirm is someone gave me a live stream suggestion for Ray Bell. She's joining me on the show in 2 weeks' time. Fantastic news. If you haven't checked out our interview with Ckay as well, make sure you do. That's on the channel. Really good to chat to a veteran like Ckay. But there we go. Right, people, we're going to jump into this one. As always, get yourselves into the chat to let me know if you are feeling this one, if you're enjoying it, and get ready to give some ratings. Let's jump right into it, people. It is Friday. It's time for Requested Live.
Oh baby, wait your baby. Slow down, make we show them our way. Freedom, make them hate, oh. Oh baby, wait.
It's a nice introduction. Very smooth. On the way the vocals are structured right from the jump, very nice. Instrumentation slightly kind of softer. I feel it's kind of rolling with the 4x4 sort of atmosphere, but definitely a lot softer in the way that it's coming across. Nice sort of use of pads and chord progressions in here as well. Very smooth sounding tune. Again, Ckay, get me some information, man. I want to know more about the artists involved, as we always like to. Guys, if you are looking in for the first time as well, please make sure you're throwing a like on the video. It does make a massive difference. I know YouTubers say it all the time. I understand, but there is a reason. Cess is a veteran Afrobeats producer and now turned Afrobeats artist. Out to David saying, hello everybody. Good to see you, David. Hope you are well. I like those chords. Almost sound kind of Middle-Asian. Production from Feels, Spax and Cess. Nice. A wicked link up. If I buy car, I go buy two. You deserve that romance. Say how I love that to my show. Drums are cold, man. There's a lot going on with the drums on this. The actual kind of percussive textures are really, really clean. Very wooden. In the way they're sounding. They don't sort of sound overbearing, very natural, the way they're cutting through the mix. And again, the vocals sound really clean. I've definitely heard of Cess before. I don't think I've ever got round to reacting to anything. We may have done a Cess tune on a live stream before. These are getting so regular now that I'm almost forgetting the stuff we've already done. But very much enjoying the sounds of this one, man. Very smooth flavors. Out to Afro Vibes blog saying hello from Gabon. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the chat again. Thank you for supporting the videos. I've seen your comments on a couple of bits. Out to I want to make sure I'm saying this right. Isoalua. I think that's correct. Do let me know. I apologise. My pronunciation is absolutely terrible. Cess is Fal's go-to producer alongside Young Willis. Cool. I'm learning. I am very much learning. Isoalua. Isoalua. That's it. Sorry. My eyes are going, people. We can go down too fast. Oh, yeah. This is wicked, man. Really nice, really liking the switch ups in the vocals the entire way through. Out to, okay, cool. Isha Olua. I am so sorry. My phonetic ability is absolutely terrible. I've actually zoomed in my chat on the right-hand side so I can actually read. My screens are really far away from me, so I can't read it when it's in the YouTube side. But I do apologise. Right, Isha Olua. There we go. Thank you for the information. This is sounding great. Really liking the switch up between the two sets of vocals as well. Very, very clean in the way it's coming across. The actual production value is very, very high. Loving the kind of chords and the kind of smooth, kind of silky nature of the arrangement on this one. Sounding very cool. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Get your thoughts in on the chat on the right-hand side. Give me some ratings. Give me some fire emojis if we are feeling it.
Talking to you, I'm talking to you. What do you? Baby, tell me so. I'm so into you. What do you? Baby, tell me so. I like it to you. Yeah.
Everything not too much. Even this one not too much. Yeah. If I buy car, I go buy two.
This is the vibe, man. This is a wicked way to kick off the stream. Out to Ckay each and every time. Always bringing the perfect intro tunes to the stream. This is a ridiculous roller. Big fan of the way this one sounds. Really nice use of percussion. It's just got good energy about it. Like the overall feeling of the tune is very smooth, very natural, very engaging as well. There's a lot of stuff about this I'm very much enjoying. And in general, I'm a fan. Again, always hearing Teni on tunes is always a good thing as well. Afro Vibes blog with the 8.5 out of 10. Love it. As well as this, Ishia Lua with the bomb exploding emoji, also saying, got it. Got there in the end. I'm terrible at reading things, but I get there eventually.
For December, in a Malibu, we can go down to France. Oh yeah.
Oh, the horns are wicked. Well, there we go. We'll round this one off here, as always, with the live streams. We try to do about 2 minutes 30 of each tune. Guys, let me know in the right-hand side if we are feeling this one. This is a very kind of group experience when it comes to these live streams. I always try to make sure that everyone involved is able to give their opinions on the tune, because then obviously the videos go up on the channel. If you join us for the live streams, it means you get shouted out on the channel. That's the whole point. It's a bit of fun at the end of the day for a Friday. Out to David Andre Hyatt saying it's a mood for sure. Ratings 8 out of 10. Emmy Stars with the fire emoji as well. So general, we're sort of getting 8.5s, 8s. I'd probably go for an 8 on this one as well. It definitely is a roller. Like, there are obviously parts in it that maybe could kind of go up. 9 out of 10 from David, from Dominic Andrews, saying withholding the 1 point because it's not unique coming from Teni, but still crisp sounding. That's sort of in the boat that I'm in. I'd probably go for an 8 because it is a sound I've heard before. It didn't kind of go to the next level, but I do think it's solid in the way it comes across. It's a very well executed idea, is the best way to put it. As well as this going on here, Ishia Lua with the 8.5 out of 10. Mad vibe. Beat is cool. I agree. Very sort of sunshine flavour in the beat. Very warm, I feel. I had to, Ckay saying I had to redeem myself after the live stream. Well, you've definitely done that, my friend. You've definitely done that. There we go then, people. End of the first tune. And we've got loads to get through today, so I'm going to try and move through these a little bit speedier than we normally do. Out to Emmy Styles in the chat. Ckay with the fire emojis as well. That's what we love to see. Dominic actually saying that 9 was actually being nice. I thought of 7 at first. Well, there we go. Massive shouts out to everyone getting their thoughts in on this one. It's a huge tune. KXVU with the 9 out of 10 as well. Of course, as always. Right then, we're going to get into the next tune of the day then. Emmy Styles, the suggestion on this one with Ajibo Hustlers, Pronto. Now, we did an Ajibo Hustlers tune last week. I really liked it. I really liked their approach. I really liked their vibe. This one featuring Omah as well. Wow. Didn't know that was a thing. I always get excited when I see Omah as a feature. He's a very good feature artist, I've got to say. We are going to be talking about all of the releases that came out today, and I'm going to be asking you guys what your favourites are. So do be ready to let me know in the chat on the right-hand side, because I'm going to read everyone's favourites out from today, because today has been possibly the craziest release day I have seen since I've been doing YouTube-related stuff. So, right. Let's jump into this one then. Ajibo Hustlers featuring Omah, Pronto. Very exciting feature. As I said before, we did check out an Ajibo Hustlers tune last week and I absolutely loved it. I loved their back and forth kind of vibe. If Omah's on this, I'm assuming the levels are going to go up. So let's jump right into it. Out to Emmy Styles on the suggestion for this one. We are locked in with Cubcamtv this afternoon. This evening even. This is requested live. If you haven't already, people, make sure you are throwing a like on the video. It makes a massive difference. I know I keep saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it until everyone does it. So there we go. Love that. I love the almost acoustic sounding bass line on this.
I go to put myself in order. Make a no go by best and daughter. No be only me be a lover. If I play, make you stop her. I beg you, make you use your upper.
Oh, that bass line is nutty, bro.
I go to put myself in order. Before they do one more.
If we're talking swaggy, what a way to open up a tune, man. With the leather jackets and the leather trousers, we are talking swaggerific flavour on this one. So smooth. The bass line underneath, super catchy. Again, we're getting the kind of pluck end of it as well. Like, there's some really nice kind of textures on there as well. And then on top of that, we also get the sounds of a couple of other things in there. Some really nice kind of upper textures as well. And again, the vocals sound super smooth. I'm excited to see where this one goes. Let's kind of look through these comments one more time then. Ishia Lua with the information produced by Sem's Beats on the original. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Any more information about this, guys, do let me know. This is Emmy Styles' suggestion. So, Emmy Styles, let me know in the chat, what do we need to know about this tune? Everyone who suggests stuff knows something about the tune. That's why I always ask. And then we all get to learn together. That's the fun.
for the matter. Pulo just the holla. Say the rumor done the yakpa. Abobi the balabala. Obula chai soboroma.
She let me climb on night. She coming right on time. She they giving me proto, lolo. What I really want is your love. We making love on night. She coming right on time. She give me proto, lolo. What I really want is your love.
There's a lot of dip to this. It's cool. I love the fact it's constantly transitioning between styles as well. We're going from sort of rap vocals and flows to a much more melodic approach as we go from one section to another. This is super, super smooth. Again, I'm loving the way the video has been shot. Even from this screenshot here, you can tell the lighting is crazy. Okay, cool. So the guy who produced this also produced Holy Father. Okay, I can sort of understand that. The production value is absolutely through the roof on both of them. At some point, I need to go through all of these live streams, look through the comments, and just write down who's done what. Because it'd be a good kind of database to set up, to be honest with you, like a public database for everyone to kind of look through. But there we go. Very much enjoying the sounds of this one so far. Very smooth.
She delic it is sweet I dey give when she need yo nobody no say me and you don't say me and you don't
Robo go wanna rubber style day. You can make you enter my way. You'll chop on my day. Really you they make it my day.
Try sitting still.
I say robo go wanna rubber style day. Come grind for me girlie kaite. Girlie rub on my
this is a slap, man.
Girlie you they make it my day.
When did this come out? I feel this must have come out a little while ago. This came out about a year ago. Again, went right over my head. I was following what Oxlade was doing as well. It must have just literally shot right over my head. Crazy. I really like Ajibo Hustlers, man. I think they have something very unique. They've got a really cool chemistry. They bring a certain level of kind of charisma to the tracks they're performing over as well, without a shadow of a doubt. Kind of looking through here again. Why are my things not updating? There we go. Ishera Lewis saying original is the producer tag. Oh, okay. Right, I recognise that. Ajibo Hustlers and Oxlade are both Port Harcourt guys, hence the mad chemistry. Okay. That makes sense. That does make sense. Let's go. Really well lit shot. Let's go, Omah.
Nobody no say me and you don't say me and you don't give me another
Bro, is there anything this guy can't do? I've never heard him have a bad feature. In the entire time I've been doing YouTube stuff, I don't think I've heard Oxlade have a bad feature. There's been a couple of times where his singles haven't necessarily leveled up and they've sounded a little bit dry, but when he comes in as a feature artist, he always seems to actually hit the ground running. Crazy stuff. Guys, it's that time. Let me know in the chat on the right-hand side how we're feeling about this one. Let's give it a rating out of 10. Throw some fire emojis out there if you are feeling it. I'm keen to hear from each and every one of you. Do get involved. And, of course, while you're at it, if you haven't already, throw a like on the video. I can see how many of you are locked in, and I can see how many likes the video has. And they're not adding up, so please go and throw a like on the video. I do appreciate it as well. It makes a massive difference to the SEO of the channel. I love the shot with the kind of red highlighted with the black and white. It looks really cool. Well, there we go. We'll finish up that one there. Super smooth flavors. Another edition from Ajibo Hustlers, featuring Oxlade. This one at Pronto. Very solid tune. This one, guys, how are we feeling about it? Do let me know on the right-hand side. Emmy Styles saying great production from the young producer Semzi. He's making a stamp on the industry. Ajibo Hustlers and Oxlade are from the south geopolitical zone of Nigeria, hence their good chemistry. You can tell the chemistry instantaneously. It feels like this is a tune. Do you know what it is? It feels like it's a tune that I've heard, but I'd forgotten I'd heard, which is a good thing. It has a very kind of naturally addictive sound to it, really draws you in the way it comes together. Fantastic stuff. Another fantastic suggestion. Thank you, Emmy. Good to see you. Out to Dr. James Williams in the chat saying, my God. Don't know what that means, but we move. Right, where's my mouse gone? Let's keep going through these. Kind of looking through. Ishera Lua with the 9 out of 10 rating on this. Crazy. David Andre Hyatt with the 7 out of 10. Emmy Stars with the 9 out of 10 as well. Guys, let me know how we're feeling about this one. Ckay with the fire emojis. Omah saying Omah Lay, always a vibe. He is always a vibe, man. He's meant to have new music out today. I saw him on Twitter today, basically shouting about the new Rema tune, which we're going to talk about in a minute. The reaction is up on the channel already. Dominic Andrews with the 8 out of 10, saying love it again. It's a big tune, man. It's a big tune. When we do these streams, I always find I'm annoyed at myself for missing a lot of these at the time. But then that's the beauty of these streams. We get this ability to kind of revisit things together as a group, which I really enjoyed doing. KXVU with the 8 out of 10, saying rinse this time ago. Guys, the standard is high this week. The standard is very, very high. Now, as we are talking about this week in particular, I want to talk about today's releases because the actual amount of releases that we've got going on is crazy. Has anyone seen how many releases have come out today? Has anyone seen just the sheer mass of new music that's going on? Guys, what I want you to do in the chat on the right-hand side is to let me know. We're trying to be as interactive as possible these days. I want you guys to let me know your favourite drop from today because the amount of new music that has landed today is actually quite mind-blowing. I don't remember a day like this in this sort of sound where there has been so much released. I've got a full list of everything that's actually dropped today, and it's mind-blowing looking through it. Put it this way, it doesn't fit on one screen, the amount of new stuff. So going through everything, obviously a couple of days ago we saw the... so we're basically doing this week, stuff that's dropped this week. Kicking off with obviously the T.I. Blaze and Olamide video for the Sometimes remix. Yesterday we saw the Angelique Kidpo and Burna Boy video drop for Do Yourself at Long Long Last. And alongside this, Focalistic, Maduame, Mellow and Sleazy dropped the official video for 16 Days No Sleep. Again, crazy. Azumbu and Baduwe, the remix video featuring Fireboy DML by Ricardo Banks is in there as well. Absolutely crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. When we look at the amount of new music that's coming out, it's absolutely crazy. And also on top of that, there's a full EP. There's a Kiddie one on there. There's a Ray Varney one on there as well. Magix obviously had the new release of the Love Don't Cost a Dime re-up featuring Ayra Starr. Crazy. Savara out of Salty Soul had a new single drop as well with Kill 'Em Every Day. At least the video dropped. I don't know if that's actually brand new. The official remix for Amoyo with Jane Miso and Harmonize dropped today. Ridiculous. Peruzzi and Aceberg TM had another crazy collab as well. The video and general single for that both dropped this weekend. Buju and Diverse had a new one, Sweet Daddy. It's absolutely crazy the amount of new music that's dropped today. We're not even, I don't even think we're halfway through. Otil Brown dropped a new EP. Jay Wills dropped a new EP. Mobad had another new release. Backside really liked the new Mobad tune, I've got to say. We also saw... on top of this, we saw the Fireboy DML Peru remix, another one, which I've done a reaction to, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, I've got to say. You can check out my reaction to find out why. That one featuring 21 Savage and Blast. Again, not my favourite version, I've got to say. But again, it's another big release that's going to draw a lot of attention. Obviously, Rema with Calm Down, LAX and Ayra Starr with Options. Two massive singles that have dropped on the same day. Ray Varney dropped a new EP, the second edition of Flowers. Portable dropped the Zaza Z EP as well. We're not even onto the Basket Mouth album. We haven't even spoken about the Basket Mouth album yet. Now, this is the last one I've got on the list. But listen to the list of features that are on this album. You've got Simi, One Day Cole, Peruzzi, Oxlade, Buju, Black Bones, Fowls, Ricardo Banks, again, The Cavemen, Johnny Drill, M.A. Abega, and more. It's ridiculous the amount of new music that's been released today. Like, I'm looking through this going, I don't actually have to think about what I'm going to be... It's going to be ridiculous thinking about how many videos I'm going to have to get through. I was speaking to Viv from Just Vibes earlier. We were literally messaging each other going, I'm having a mental breakdown. I can't keep up with everything that's landing. This is before we get into any of the new dancehall stuff as well. I know there's a new TJ bit out today. I know there's a very exciting new Movado bit out today, which I need to react to tomorrow. That's over the Upstairs Rhythm Instrumental by Chimney Records. Crazy the amount of people that have vocaled that, and I think this one might end up being the strongest one. But God, think about that. Let me just go through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are around 20 things that need to be reacted to at some point. Dominic Andrews saying, wait a minute, did Basket Mouth release a new album? There's a brand new album out today with that list of features. Peruzzi, One Day Cole, Oxlade, Buju, Blackbones, Fowls, Ricardo Banks, The Cavemen, Johnny Drill, Simi, M.I. Abega. It's unbelievable. The amount of new music that's dropped today. Also, check out the reaction we did to the track with Simi and Johnny Drill and M.I. Abega. Possibly my favourite track of the year so far. Outstanding in the actual production styles. Right, guys, let's go for a few of your comments. I'm talking about your favourite releases. Let's have a little listen to this. Dominic Andrews saying there's tons of Azumba and Badaway remixes. There's so many. I think what I might do with those is I might listen to the individual verses rather than doing each individual one. I feel it's just a waste of time to listen to the intro the time and time again. You know, it's just going to be, realistically, it's just going to be a replacement verse. Again, kind of going through these. Where am I? Ishara Lua with the message saying, I keep losing stuff. On this, you try your best to follow new releases. Don't be too hard on yourself about the Pronto track. Well, we've already done it, so it's fine. Out to Juafera saying Rema's Calm Down is the best. Out to Dominic Andrews saying it's Valentine's weekend, baby. That does make sense, to be honest with you. Cheryl Lewis saying my fave drops are Rema Calm Down and the Fireboy Peru remix featuring Blast and 21 Savage. I can't lie, I'm not a fan of the new remix, man. I don't think 21 Savage's section makes sense. It just feels a little bit thrown on, if that makes sense to me. Alongside this, Gio saying LAX and Aira Star options. The synergy between the two is too good. I can't lie, it's an absolute slap. Suspect 95 and Josie dropped Fan O Omare. It's lit. That coming from Afro Vibes blog. I'll check that out. Dominic Andrews saying slow down so I can write it down. This list took me hours. I've literally been scouring because I just had a feeling the more I'd search, the more I would find. Emmy Styles saying I think Rema's Calm Down will be the highlight, not what everyone expected from him. It was kind of a pleasant surprise. I see it blowing up crazy. I would actually agree. I definitely think that tune is a grower, a tune that we're going to slowly see come more and more into the limelight. I don't think it's going to have the instant impact of, say, Woman or Soundgasm, but I definitely think it's going to be one that sticks around and we start hearing the sort of sync deals and things like that. David with saying Rema Calm Down is the best, but LAX and Aerostar is up there. Cheryl Lewis saying Horoscope is crazy. It is genuinely crazy. It's one of my favourite releases that I've heard in ages. The album is crazy. I can't lie. The album is absolutely crazy. Alongside this, going through these, Emmy Star saying the new Peru remix is underwhelming, thank God for Ed Sheeran. I can't lie, I much prefer the Ed Sheeran version. I can't lie. I know there's people out there that are likely to like the new one. I think the Ed Sheeran one is just a lot more on the money, personally. Dominic Andrews saying, slow down. It's going to be a long night with them speakers bothering my neighbours. Bother your neighbours away. We're all here to have a good time. Actually, don't. Be respectful. Emmy Star saying Basket Mouth will have my ears for the week. His last album manufactured a sound which I can never imagine. I'm excited to see what this one brings. Honestly, I had a little skim listen earlier on and it blew my mind. It's one of my favourite things I've heard in ages across all genres. The actual production quality is absolutely crazy. There's a solo producer on the entire thing as well, who's executive produced it, and I can't remember who it is. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's on the album cover. And the production value is absolutely through the roof. But there we go, guys. Incredible stuff, incredible scenes. And as always, I'm here to kind of push and promote different projects we're working on. If you haven't already, and you have missed anything that I've said, do go and check out the Fresh Afrobeat Flavor playlist on Spotify. I've got everything in there. I've stored everything on there. If you haven't heard it yet, that's the best place to kind of look for stuff. I'm trying to stay so up to date with all of the new ones. And every single time I see something new, it goes straight in there. So do check it out. However, we're going to get back into musical breakdowns because that's what we're here to do. If you are new to the channel, if you haven't already, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, and of course turning notifications on and leaving a like on this video. Get involved, people. Throw a like on it. Dominic Andrews saying Rema Calm Down is actually expected. He is one to focus on vocal flows and instrumentation. Let's give him the accolade already. You know what? I think Rema might have the craziest vocal range apart from Davido, if I'm being entirely honest. Dr. Set, that's the producer's name. Thank you, Michelle Lua. Thank you. Right, next on today's list then. Sorry, I had to put that section in the middle because I would have forgotten to do it otherwise and I'd have rushed it in at the end. I needed to talk about how much big new music there is out there. Right, next up, Sugar, My Baby featuring Oxlade. This one coming to us from David Andre Hyatt, a regular. think that's right, yeah. Stop, Weekend. You keep my business on the low. That's what the vocal sounds like. I am essentially the Weekend. Right, let's get into this then. The sounds of Oxlade, Sugar. I think this is the right one. David, let me know if this isn't the right one and I'll pause it, but we're going to start now. Guys, get your ratings ready, because I want to hear from each and every one of you about this one. Again, I haven't heard this, so I'm excited to see how it sounds. Let's go.
New artist where they call Oxlade, we just dropped this new mad jam where they call Sugar. And if for me just reach my site, say the video don't drop for this jam. Then I effects do all the levels and make the video tap.
Classic.
Ooh. Instrumental sounds wicked. This is about 3 years ago.
I don't really know you well, but the thing I know stay fresh. I'm your body to settle.
Sounds really cool. David's saying it's supposed to be an audio. Is this the right one? Let me know. Because I want to make sure I'm doing the right one for you. Oh, that is the right one. Cool. We'll crack on with that one then.
I just have this new artist where they call
we'll go from there. Right. We'll get back into that one. Out to Emmy Star saying Dr. Set is the name of Basket Mounts producer. He was pretty much unknown until the last album. He is fantastic. I can't lie. David Andre Height saying I didn't know there was a video. Como saying Oxlade is the man. Oxlade is the man. Vocal wise, he's up there.
I don't really know you well, but the thing I know stay fresh. I'm your body to settle. I don't really got to tell you, baby.
This is an upper body mover. Like your upper body moves without you realizing. This is wicked, man. I'm giggling because I've just seen a comment in the chat that I'm gonna purposefully jump right over. Geo saying seems like Oxlade's been having a lot of sugar lately. We're going nowhere near it. We're steering clear. We're not getting involved. It's saying, boy, Ox, he's so good, man. Again, we're hearing the kind of vocal displays on this one really come to prominence. It's crazy, the actual level of vocals that we're going into here. Again, the instrumental's really nice as well. Really nice skippy drum textures. The overall feeling of the instrumental is very lively as well. I'm a fan of this one. I can't lie. I'm a fan. It's a good week.
She get fire I'm a fire Belly I want to play. I'm a feel like a jo. She get the fire I'm a fire you get the bigger than jo. I'm a feel like a jo. I don't know but you want from me. But I go give you something. Plenty pass.
Love those horns.
I go show you love. And I go show you
that sort of kind of scattered horn sound will always get me, like little sharp horn bursts are always really exciting to listen to. Again, I think Oxlade doing a great job. I think the video is really cool for this one as well. Again, really smooth flavors on this one. I'm a fan. Guys, stop laughing in the chat. Come on, we're sensible people here. We're not getting involved. We're trying to have a good time. We're trying to have a nice, responsible evening. We're not getting involved, okay? We're not getting involved. Oh, dear. You do walk into it, Cub. I can't lie. Let's go.
As I say for entrance, nobody won't move. We this your pendant, so you know Dangote. And the way you enter, you must follow me go. And I'm on the job you like a Dangote. Oh, baby, she call her baby, make me loco. And I want to call her baby, and again,
This is wicked, man. The whole approach to the tune is great. Out to Cheryl Lewis saying those background trumpets. The entire approach to this tune is rather difficult to describe because I've got the whole chat laughing at me whilst I'm trying to break this down. There's some obvious news, yeah? There's some obvious news that I am purposefully trying to not get demonetized for that exact reason. Very David Andre Hart saying, can you send the link for this in the chat, please, Cubcam? We're going to stop laughing. We're trying to be serious. Thank you, Sherla. Thank you. Can I send the link for this in the chat? Okay. Dominic, you are a pest. You are a menace. Right, we're going to finish listening to this one and then move on to something else, because clearly no one can be sensible. Sorry, how is Dominic going to say, trumpets? How is he going to do that? Oh, God. I'm absolutely shattered today off doing so many releases, yeah. I needed the giggle. The big up. David Andre Hyatt saying, Cubcam, it's the wrong thing you played. Well, you should have told me. I did ask. Is this not the right tune? I'm very confused, David. I'm very confused. Do let me know. That's all that's there. Yeah. Well, we'll leave that one there, regardless. Right, we're going to move forward. Right, now everyone's finished giggling and stuff. We can move forward onto another one, because I'm not doing that again. That was hilariously funny. Right then, going through these. Next up, we have... right, that's the one I searched. Yeah, it's not on there. If you can see my screen, David, that's what I can see. Unfortunately, it's not on YouTube. Sad that. Anyway, apologies about that. Not really much we can do at this point because we've got more to fit in, unfortunately. Yeah, there isn't actually any... The thing you've asked for isn't on there. Very bizarre. Right, we're going to get into Kwame Eugene because this is confusing me. And I'm in a good mood, so I don't want to lose my good mood. Right. Out to everyone locked in right about now. Apologies about that, David. We'll try to resolve it for next time. Said the HR department. Right, Sollywood Beats on the request for this one. As we get into it. Right, next one on the list. What a kerfuffle that last tune was. I just can't react to Oxlade tunes anymore. It just ends up in absolute chaos.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, I. Oh, I. We didn't come here to play. Am I the only one on the dance floor? Cause they're waiting patiently for my downfall. Fem money gone like an uncle. I'm in the more they fight at the stand tall. Cashing my back on it. And all of the girls wanna follow me. More money, more enemies. But you will never know peace if you
right then, Sollywood Beats, if you are in the if you are in the chat, do let me know that you are, because I want to hear a little bit of information about this one. Kwame Eugene with Bunker. Dominic Andrews saying you played Sugar by Oxlade. I know the names are confusing. It's not that. I literally just put in what was sent over into YouTube, and that's the first result that came up. So yeah. They're genuine. I couldn't find the link to the other tune anywhere either, so sorry guys. Has to be a bit quicker, I'm afraid. We're going to carry on with this one though. Again, sounding smooth, like the I'm liking the synthesizer sounds in the background of this one. Very kind of cool melodies. Very kind of jittery melodies throughout the middle of this one. Again, I like Kwame Eugene. I haven't heard too much of Kwame Eugene. I can't lie. It's a newer name on me. David Andre Hyatt saying Laval Cubcam, I'm sorry, it's the wrong thing I typed. No worries at all, we'll do it next time. David, if you message me on the channel, we'll start off with that one next time. If you message me a link to the thing that works, and then we'll start off with that one next time. Remind me and we can do that.
Vibe, die, by fire. My vibe, oh die, by fire. My vibe, die, by fire.
This is cool.
Vibe, die, by fire. Stronger, not because of you where I drop this banger. Comfortable lead from the top to the under. I refuse safe when I'm in that bunker. Not because of you where I...
This is a really bizarre video. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but in general, the tune sounds great, man. The tune sounds great in general. Like I'm loving the horns. I don't even know if they're horns. There's like a synth sound that's running throughout the middle of it that's kind of giving it the drive, and giving it the kind of lead melody. David Andre Hyatt saying, okay, we got a deal, sir. We've got a deal and we can move on. Fabulous stuff. Afro Vibes saying, love this. Reminds me of old Flavor. I can imagine. I can see that actually. I can see that comparison. Again, there is definitely a dancehall influence in this one. The drums are very stuttered, kind of going with that more typical triplet flow, and the whole thing just kind of sways from side to side. You kind of go like, it's a really nice kind of flow. Out to Joey in the chat. How are you doing? I hope you are well. We're getting epic here. This video is mad! Yes, it's Thriller! Crazy. What's going on? How did we end up here? It's a very cool sounding tune, but I don't know how we ended up here in the video. Like this, considering the video is only 3 minutes 12, this is quite a mad thing to have in there. Afro Vibes blog saying it's actually interesting because it sounds like a mix between dancehall and high life. Gio just saying, just patiently waiting to play the number game. It's coming up a little bit later on. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be very enjoyable indeed. And it's the person who picks the final tune on that game, so that's what's coming up. Dominic Andrews saying that's the right word, dancehall. It definitely has got sort of earlier dancehall flavour without a shadow of a doubt. A lot more sort of systemised as well in the way it sounds.
Everybody wanna carry go. It's
always going to make me smile seeing that.
I don't know why they want to do
sick.
Gets fame and no eyes on you. Pretty girls see me and they all confused. French girls saying au revoir, bonjour. So confused.
You know what I can imagine? Yeah, I can imagine going to. I don't know if anyone here is based in the UK. There's a dancehall event here called Hot Walk. It's run by a group called the Heatwave, and they put on mad parties, like really enjoyable, cool, sort of very. I want to say kind of authentic dancehall nights, and they're really, really cool with what they do with it. I can imagine at one of their nights this tune coming on and people forming the circle and doing the exact routine. I can imagine that happening. It's so vibey, man. So kind of in the way it actually sounds, it really, really draws you in. It's got a really cool kind of I'm trying to think, encapsulating kind of feel to it. It's probably the right word. The way the drums are structured, the way everything's kind of flowing from side to side, it's almost hypnotic in the structure.
More money, more enemies, but you will never know peace if you want to kill my vibe. Die by fire. My
I always smile when we play dancehall.
Oh, die by fire. Yeah. My vibe. Die by fire.
This is a slap, man. Out to Sollywood Beats on the suggestion for this one. We are going to finish off there. Guys, give me a rating out of 10. Are we feeling this one? Give me some energy in the chat. Let me know how we are feeling. Out to everyone locked in. Dominic Andrews, Afro Vibes blog, Gio in the chat. Joey, how are you feeling? Talk to us. How are you? Share Alua in the chat as well, saying, okay, dancehall vibe. Someone earlier, I think, and I completely missed it, said, can we request things that aren't Afrobeats? Of course you can. You can request whatever you like, but do be aware. People are allowed to say if they don't like it or not, so that's why. I want people to get involved, but I want people to be aware. This is kind of like a general music forum. That's what I'm trying to turn it into, so everyone can kind of have their say on this one. Out to Dominic Andrews saying Die by Far is the highlight for me. Very funny. I am 5th on the list. I can't wait. You're next on the list. Yeah, we're going to get into a Ckay tune, which should be good and enjoyable. Guys, let me know how we're feeling about this one. I'm not moving on until you let me know, so please do let me know. Give me a rating out of 10 and why you are feeling it or why you aren't feeling it. I'm keen to hear from each and every one of you. As I said before, this is a very kind of open channel. I prefer having the kind of communication with you guys. I want these live streams to be all about more than anything else, like a kind of group discussion about what we like about the tune, what we don't like about the tune. I am essentially here to kind of orchestrate what goes on, but it's entirely about you guys, these streams. Dominic Andrews saying 10 out of 10, I am giddy. Awesome start to the weekend. I agree. This is definitely a tune that's put me in a good mood. And it's bizarre, because I'm going somewhere that is very unlikely to play dancehall or Afrobeat or anything I actually listen to, which is going to be horrendous. So I'm not entirely sure. Afro Vibes blog giving this one a 7 out of 10. Out to Shedrack saying nice tune as well. Also saying 7 out of 10. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, guys. I'm always keen to hear from you guys. If you are new to the video, please make sure you're throwing a like on as we move on to track number 5 of the day. Out to Joey with the 6.5 saying the lyric is funny if you understand it. Okay, fair enough. Alongside this, Koma saying there is a new song that came out. ODG Elite Skills, mix of Amapiano, chants like Ameno, Afrobeat. Not quite sure how to classify it. Seems interesting though. I'm going to keep my eye out for that, Kome, and I will write that name down because you're normally on the money for stuff like this, so I want to know. Out to Shalua saying 8 out of 10. This tune sounds familiar. The beat is really groovy. The rhythm definitely has got some familiar elements about it, doesn't it? There's something cool about the way it sounds. But there we go. Right, we're going to get into the next track on the list. Ckay with Way featuring DJ Lambo. Dominic Andrews on this one. Zombies have totally replaced werewolves from Joey. Yeah. I think zombies have better moves than werewolves, to be honest with you. Some cool throwdowns. Right. Next on the list, then, getting adverts for Ckay shows in Rotterdam. I understand it's only a short boatful away, but I'm not going to Rotterdam for a show, guys. Come on.
Starting an online.
Right. Next up on today's list, then. Dominic Andrews, this suggestion, Way, featuring DJ Lambo. The official video, out to Ckay. If you haven't checked out our video we did on him recently, it's almost like a profile piece looking at his achievements and the fact that he is, as far as I'm aware, the most streamed artist on YouTube from Africa this year. In the last 12 months, at least. I believe that's the stat that the video kind of alluded towards. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Big up Ckay each and every time. Big up Ckay for actually responding to me on Instagram as well. He messaged me, which was really nice. It's always nice to kind of get people messaging and sharing stuff that you do. Out to everyone in the chat right about now. Right, we've nearly run out of time already. Today's absolutely flown by. Ckay, Way, featuring Lambo. Let's jump right into this one. And yeah, let's go. What is it with the horror theme? Okay, that's a really cool thing to do with that melody. Now I'll tell you what, this sounds nothing like the Ckay of now, does it? This sounds nothing like the Ckay now. This is definitely a different beast entirely. And it's cool to kind of see that as a progression. Apparently this was actually produced by Ckay as well, KXVU. I didn't know that. That's really, really cool. But this is cool, man. It's different. Again, it's a lot more sort of, I want to say, in a sort of classic sort of Afrobeat kind of realms. Again, utilizing those, again, those typical kind of horror melodies and kind of working them in. Using the pockets of the rhythm as well, working really nicely. This is sounding really cool. Dominic Andrews saying Ckay was a singer and producer under Chocolate City Ice Prince music label. He is now with Warner Music South Africa. Again, that makes sense. I can see it, man. I can see it. The guy's clearly got a very good ear and understanding for sound. Michelle Lewis saying Ckay, yo.
When I want to buy a car, I'm on a Benz away. Yeah. I live in Lekki, Admiralty way. Again, just pass that money this way, poverty that way, credit alert this way, debit alert that way. Just look at my girlfriend, I'm on a foreign pay. Yeah,
I love how raw the instrumental is, man. It reminds me of a lot of early grime instrumentals that were very kind of raw. They weren't like polished. They were about the kind of harshness of the samples, kind of throwing into certain places, like slightly out of key, slightly dissonant. But that gives them a charm, you know. It gives them a kind of natural kind of enjoyment. Afro Vibes blog saying love the intro. Michelle Lewis saying this was when he was strictly a producer at Choc City, and Dakwu saying this was pre-Loverboy Ckay. Again, I like this Ckay, to be honest with you. I mean, I like what Ckay's doing now. Don't get me wrong, but this is This is interesting. This is raw, you know. This isn't heavily processed. This isn't all about the studio technique. This is about the energy of the tune, which I quite like.
Ask me when it's the wedding day. Yeah. If you're looking for me, you can find me where the money day. Yes. Yeah. Steady on my grind, never go on a holiday. Hey. Whoa. Guinea. Haters, they hate my Guinea. I'm not your prisoner, just free me. It's gonna be a barrier for my enemy. When I go, yeah. Again, just pass that money this way, poverty that way.
This is cool, man. It's very, very different, and it's cool to kind of see the history of what CK's doing. So I just need to check the chat because loads of people are getting involved. Dominic Andrews saying, notice Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the bass rhythm. Yeah, I can hear it, man. It's always used in horror films, and it's always used in kind of like cartoon horror adaptations as well. Cher Lewis saying this was when he was strictly a producer at Chalk City. No, I've already done that one. Dominic Andrews saying he was heavily Afrofusion before it became cool. And then Adakwu saying CK is still with Chalk City, but he also has a deal with Warner Music South Africa. Okay, cool. So he's still doing both. That's cool. That's cool to see. I love the idea of keeping fingers in different pots, you know. Joey, this is CK trying to make the kind of commercial music out. This is CK trying to make the kind of commercial music popular at the time. Again, I can understand that. There's a sort of rawness to it, which sort of, from what I know of the time musically, it's what I kind of enjoy. You can kind of tell that it is kind of the time. Cher Lewis saying, nice one with the info, people. I'm enjoying this. That's what this is all about at the end of the day, sharing information. We can all learn about the music that we love. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man. I'm literally here to learn as we're doing these things. And then when we then go to do more reactions, I have more information and I can make them more interactive as we go. It's just a constant thing of growing and learning, and it just benefits everyone the more everyone talks.
Katena down land, a papa way. Hey, shout out my Igbo boys in the market, Alaba way. Hey, for this Lagos, if traffic too much now, gather way. Hey, the ladies they call me Mr. Longtin and Anaconda way. Whoa, Guinea, haters they hate my Guinea. I'm not your prisoner, just free me. It's gonna be a barrier for my enemy.
It's really smooth, man. I'm liking the thing that I'm actually really liking about this more than anything else is the fact that we're getting a full kind of spectrum of what CK can do. We're getting the ability to rap more than anything else. We don't really hear that as much on the newer stuff. It's all about melodies. There's an element, again, of rawness. There's an element of a lot more rhythmic, I feel, in the way that he's actually projecting. And the whole approach to it sounds great. I can't lie. This is, if I was to pick a CK I'd prefer, I might even kind of lean towards this one. If I'm being entirely honest, because it just feels a bit more real, you know? And obviously CK is doing incredible things worldwide at the moment, but there is an element of virality about what he's doing. There is an element of trying to cater to as many people as possible. This, to me, even though he may have been kind of going for what was popular at the time, this still feels like this is him doing him a little bit more. I don't know if that's just me that feels that, but let me know. Dominic Andrews saying, I have all of his songs organised into the 2017, 2019 and 2021 EP on my channel, his singles and collaborations. Go and check out Dominic Andrews' channel, people. Go and look. CK is not an artist under Chalk City, according to KXVU. Well, let's find out. Let's find out which way it actually is. And then we'll get into a little bit more of this, and then we're going to play the numbers game to round off the show.
Again, just pass that money this way, poverty that way, credit alert this way, debit alert that way. Yes, it's the shark of the ocean. You don't say all way now way, and any which way, there's always going to be a way. CK way, Lambo way.
Well, there we go. CK Way featuring Lambo. That one, the official video. Fantastic stuff. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure jumping onto this evening's stream. Apologies to everyone who we haven't been able to get round to in regards to conversations, in regards to reactions, but as always, it's about getting in here nice and early. Just keep your eye on the page throughout the day. I actually try to do it at different times each day when we'd actually launch it, just so there's times different people can jump in at different times. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't get through every single one. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Give me a rating out of 10 and some fire emojis if we are feeling it. I'm keen to hear from each and every one of you. Way featuring Lambo. Out to Toilet Break Fun Videos. This is Richard. Salute to you, man, from Madrid, Spain. Your reactions make me feel like I'm listening to Super Radio. Jig, you are the real deal. A pure Afro soul. Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you, Toilet Break Fun Videos. Your name is exceptional. Adakwu saying, Ckay, please do your findings. He's still under them. Joey saying Ckay was at the Brits. Was he actually at the Brits? That's cool. That's really cool. The Brits look like a really enjoyable event this year, I've got to say. Out to a man like Mo Gilligan hosting. He is the real deal, man. I've got so much time for Mo Gilligan. Dominic Andrews saying 20 out of 10 for his suggestion, as always. It's always the way. If you suggest a tune, you have to give it at least a 9. Otherwise, why are you suggesting it? Obviously, we've got quite a high standard. Alongside this, Afro Vibes blog saying 8 out of 10 for me. Cher Lewis saying 7.5 out of 10 with the love heart emoji eyes. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I am very much enjoying this. Alongside this, he was at the Brits. You know what? I didn't watch the whole ceremony. I've been watching clips and stuff. I watched a couple of the Kiss FM clips. There was a really fun interview with KSI that I watched. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber. I watch what KSI does because he's the inspiration for the majority of what people do. Loved When Titi was nominated as well. I didn't actually realise it was nominated. Ckay saying he has releases under Choc City, but he is currently with Warner Music South Africa. I'm going to stop commenting on that now because I don't know. I'm losing track of where we are. Joey, 8 out of 10 because it shows he can do the regular commercial Afrobeat style, but he prefers his own style. That's cool. He was nominated at the Brits. I'm assuming it's for one of the international awards. I'm assuming it would be for Love Nantiti as international song, perhaps. I can't remember looking through what the awards were. But we are going to play the numbers game, my friends. We're going to get into the numbers game. So I'm now going to type a singular number in the chat. And it is now typed, and I have not posted it yet. So each and every one of you gets the chance to play the final song of the day. It's very, very simple. I am going to wait for someone to pick a number between 1 and 10. You get one guess each, and if you guess correctly, you get to pick the final track of the day. Now, normally, Ckay snags this. Every time I see Ckay ends up getting it. But you have from now to guess what the number in my chat bar is. It's between 1 and 10. Dominic Andrews, 6. Nope, it's not 6. Okay, Fuego, it's not 6. Unfortunately, you've wasted your vote now, sir. Adakwu saying 8.5 out of 10 for that one. Ishuallah saying 4. Joey saying 2. Joey has the win, people! Ding, 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 ding. Joey has the win. What am I doing with my life? Pretending to be a carnival machine. What am I doing with my life? Joey has the win. Joey, can you please suggest your track to round off the show with today? Gio, unfortunately, you've missed out. Joey has got the 2 as the first guess. Joey, you get the final guess of the day. Let me know what you'd like us to react to as the final track on today's stream. It's been great seeing so many of you guys. I do enjoy talking to you. It does tend to make my weekend. It kickstarts my weekend with fun. Also gives me extra content for the channel. And we all get to experience the start of a Friday together. Joey saying, I can't believe. I bet you didn't even have one ready, did you? Bet you didn't even have a tune ready. I'll tell you what, Joey. Pick something. You let me pick. Okay. That's fun. That's a bit of fun. You know what? What we'll do, we'll react to something from today that's come out today that I haven't actually had a chance to listen through. So, there's the new Focalistic. I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. The new Buju and Diverse. I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. J Wills, there's a new EP out. I haven't had a chance to listen to that yet. There's a few other bits as well. There's a new Ray Varney EP. There's a new Portable EP as well. Let me know. Out of the ones I've said so far, should we? You know what? Let's do either Buju or the new Buju track or the new Focalistic track. We'll do one of those. Let me know in the chat which one you'd like me to do, and we'll go from there. New Buju or new Focalistic. Both of them are apparently bangers. And, yeah, I'm keen to hear. So let me know in the chat which one you would like us to round it off with. Oh. Joey, Buju, we're on. We're on it. We're on it. You've saved me a job tomorrow as well, because it means I haven't got to do it as a standalone. to click that purple icon with this. I think we've done every Ckay tune now. I'll be very surprised if there's one. No, to be fair, there's some older bits we probably haven't done. But pick ODG. We'll do Buju. We'll do Buju. Because if it's someone new and up and coming and it's apparently the biggest thing, I'll probably want to do it as a standalone video. Diverse featuring Buju. Right then, people. This is going to be the last one of the day. Oh, nice jazzy intro. Right then, this is going to be our final track on today's stream. Massive shouts out to Joey for the, letting me pick one, essentially. Diverse and Buju, this one, Sweet Daddy, a brand new single. This one dropped today, I believe. I don't know too much about Diverse. Obviously, Buju is doing absolute bits right now. Out to everyone in the chat. Guys, let me know how you're feeling about this one right from the jump. Let's get some energy to round off with. Throw some fire emojis in if we are feeling it. I've got a funny feeling we're going to. Let's go.
Horrible.
And as we draw towards the end of the stream, people, I'm gonna put my radio voice on.
After when I kiss you, want another one. Who's that baby on the side with the bad up? Baby, you know me, I want another one. I want another one. Baby, you used to be the first to call me in the morning. I'm getting
this is nice.
Seeing your face when I'm daydreaming.
It's a cool back and forth. I'm really loving the I want to say quite carnival sort of sounding drums on this one. There's a really nice uplifting feel. This one sounds cool, really kind of unique in the way it's been put together. The drums are really clean. The instrumentation's nice. I'm loving those sort of subtle horn lines in there as well. There's something quite enjoyable about this. It sounds quite colourful in the instrumentation. It does have quite like a natural bop to it, which I'm really enjoying. I see Buju, I tap 10 out of 10, says Dominic Andrews. Cher Lewis saying original ! !3. Let's see how it develops.
Cause if you want me, can jump, me, I go jump. And if you say me can fly, me, I go fly. If you want me to fire burn them. And if you say me can run, me, I go run. And if you want me to
the arrangement on this is really nice.
Maya burn them. She got me like, sweet daddy, oh, my baby, and she's fine, my baby, fine, like Bobby, got me like, sweet daddy.
I'm loving the synthesizer work on this. The fact it's kind of riding up and down the scale so quickly sounds really, really cool. And again, I think the vocals back to back sound great as well. Again, I'm not too familiar with what Diverse does in general. I've seen the name pop up a couple of times. I need to do a bit of research, most likely. But as a collaboration sound, it works really nicely. The overall approach is nice. Joey's saying the radio voice is fire. So much bass in your voice. I don't know when it happened, but when I start doing this, I genuinely tend to sound like I'm on radio. No idea when it started happening. A little quick story here. I never actually auditioned to be a radio presenter. I just kind of did it, and then I got offered a job doing it full time. So I don't know when this voice happened, but now I'm stuck with it forever. I didn't used to sound like this. Out to Cher Lewis saying, Semzi is a really good producer. Diverse is killing this. It does sound really, really cool, man.
My baby, and she's fine. My baby, fine. Like Bobby. The way you touching me, I like it. Sweet me down, you too sweet. Now you I won't forget.
Dominic Andrews saying, not feeling it. Maybe I need boom speakers. I'd agree, to be honest. The low end is hard. There's so much going on with the percussion in the low end, man. When we're kind of listening through it, there's like 5 or 6 different percussive lines all running absolute riot, like jumping around all over the place, like and it's just constantly moving around. You then got these very big, almost like I want to say almost like showbizy type horn lines kind of popping up at the top, just kind of going blow at the start, and the whole thing just kind of comes together. It feels like I'm watching an event. It feels like I'm listening to like a show, like a live show with a live band. That's the kind of impression I'm getting off it. Really, really lively stuff. Out to everyone complimenting my radio voice. I won't lie, it's just my voice. I don't really put anything on. It just kind of happens.
Sweet daddy, oh, my baby, and she's fine. My baby, fine. Like Bobby, got me like that. Sweet daddy, oh, my baby, and she's fine. My baby, fine. Like Bobby,
yeah, Dominic Andrews. I have to say, listen to this one with something that has a low end in it, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of cool stuff happening with the sort of the log drums. There's some really cool stuff there. The actual bass line itself is very, very tough. There's a lot of kind of movement and rhythmic stuff going on in the low end as well that kind of makes everything kind of throw around a little bit more. The energy is all in the low end, so I would definitely recommend listening to this on either a decent set of speakers or at least headphones with bass in them. Joey saying Diverse is actually fire, though, but not really a fan of this one. He has bangers, Colorado and Cocaine. This one I'll give a 6 out of 10. I've heard a couple of people mention Colorado, so I will have to give that one. I think we may have actually done Colorado on this channel. I might need to check. We might have done it on a live stream. Not entirely sure. We're doing so many at the moment. This I won't lie, today has literally scrambled my brain for what we have and haven't done so far. It's crazy. It's very difficult to keep up. I can't lie to you.
Do me bad though, and I go fight Chinese for your case, girl, you know you're my oxygen, I'm feeling it too. And this feeling inside of me feels nothing for you. Or you do me palanga, do me bad. Make me feel like I don't get life. Want to finish me for my man. Oh, you too bomo, oh, you bad. Or you do me palanga, do me bad. Make me feel like I don't get life. Want to finish me for my pa. Want to finish me
there
for
we
my
go.
ma, 'cause she got me like, ah.
We will round this one off there then. Obviously, with the live stream reactions we do try to finish things on around 2:30 so we can fit as many of them in as we can, and we have run out of time today. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Let's get some ratings in for those that haven't already on this one. The sounds of Diverse and Buju with Sweet Daddy. Very exciting tune. I'm a fan of this one. I'd probably give this one around an 8 out of 10 myself. There's something very enjoyable about the low ends, very enjoyable about the kind of horn structures and the overall lively feel of the tune as well. It's definitely something that I look forward to. It's something that I listen out for in certain tunes. This is a tune I'd play when I'm not feeling like my happiest, maybe. And it would definitely put me into a much better mood. But this is going to be the last track of today's stream, guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to as many of you as we are lucky enough to do here on the channel. I look forward to these streams all week. I look forward to seeing what new music we're going to discover. I look forward to seeing what we're going to be able to talk about as well. It's always so enjoyable. I do love sitting here and talking about music and occasionally having a bev as well. Dakwoot saying a 6 out of 10. Dominic Andrews saying, big up, man, gotta go. Have an awesome weekend. Cheerio from Washington, D.C. Thank you for joining us, Dominic. As always, an absolute pleasure. And thank you for the Ckay suggestion as well. Very exciting stuff. But there we go then. I think we'll round off there. Thank you to each and every one of you who has joined. Throw a fire in emoji in the chat if you have enjoyed the stream. I most certainly have. It's always fun to talk to each and every one of you. And don't forget that if you haven't already, I'm going to give this one a real push at the moment. I'm really trying to push up the followership on this. Make sure you go and follow the Fresh Afrobeat Flavor playlist on Spotify. I'm keeping it as updated as I can. And if you haven't already, do make sure you go and download the Trickstar radio app. You can lock into me on the breakfast show, 7 till 10, Monday to Friday, playing a range of different styles. There's garage on there, there's sort of dancehall on there as well, a lot of reggae music, and of course a lot of Afrobeat flavour on there as well. So do lock in, 7 till 10, Monday to Friday. Alongside that as well, if you haven't already, please make sure you are getting involved in the channel by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. I hope you have a fantastic evening, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you are able to recuperate for the week ahead. That's it from me though. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you all next time. Have a good one, and peace!
Them sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cubcamtv. Stay locked.